He's just walked in. A friend called Kathy.
I'll call her back.
Oh, sorry, he's just walked out. All right, I will do. OK, bye. Oh, friend of yours?
No.
All right, well then, won't mind if I pass this on to Jenny.
Right, Charity, don't even think about it.
Ooh, Nikhil, I'm impressed. You don't mess about, do you?
Yeah, well, it's not what you think.
Really? Well, you know, whatever you say, your own private life is your own business.
Right, and if you must know, people seem to think that I'm taking Jenny for granted.
So you've arranged a date with another woman? Nice work, kid. Do you want me to come back later?
No, it's fine. And she was joking about the other woman.
Right, we need the accident book.
I've cut my finger instead of peppermint syrup.
He was using his teeth. So I told him to grab the scissors and he grabbed a Stanley knife.
It's not as bad as it looks. A plaster should do it. But I've bled into the mix.
Right, first aid box in the staff room. I'll be along in a minute.
Blaming idiot.
So, you're gonna whisk her off to a five-star hotel, yeah? Fill the bath with champagne and then just shower her in rose petals?
Right, well, actually, Jenny doesn't need that kind of over-the-top gesture.
No such thing when it comes to romance.
You know, not everyone is as obvious as you, Charity.
Now, that is where you are so wrong. So what's it gonna be? A night at the B&B? A bottle of cider outside the cricket pavilion? Oh, good afternoon, Jenny.
Finally made it, then.
Sorry, I was having coffee with Debbie.
You know, coffee mornings are for middle-class mums with toddlers and ladies who lunch, not full-time PAs.
And when I work for you, I will answer to you.
But you do work for me, and I expect better.
I'll make up the time.
Do you know, if any of the girls out there came in this late, I'd have to give them an official warning.
Go on, then.
Actually, before you do, I will get out of the way.
OK, I'm warning you. Officially, that I'm sorry if I've been taking you for granted. Because, baby, that is the last thing that I want you to feel.
Is it?
Yeah. So I've organised a little something for you.
What a surprise. I hate surprises.
I've not wanted to say anything, but you are a bit plumper than you used to be.
Go on.
Well, I know that that's what's making you miserable. Crabby, difficult to live with.
That I've put on weight.
Yeah, I've been there myself. It's a self-esteem thing. So I've booked you in for a boot camp down the gym. Every morning before work. Stick to it. 2 weeks, you'll drop a dress size.
And I will drop you if I stay here much longer with this.
Yeah, it's a sensitive issue. I get that.
No, you don't. You don't get anything about anything, and you never have. Just forget it. I'm going home.
Hey, you. Hi. This hair does not belong to me.
Prove it.
OK, here's a clue. The stuff that grows out of my head is about 2 inches long, whereas this measures at least a foot, doesn't it?
Like Chaz.
Yeah. Chaz didn't serve lunches. She watched you serving lunches while flicking your hair about all over the place. Because you fancied the bloke on table 3, you were swishing your mane about, well, this whole thing, I just threw it on. Shame I had to land on his plate.
That is such a lie. Do you know, Nikhil was moaning this morning that I blocked up the vacuum, but it must be molting or something.
Then would you mind not molting all over my lunches? Chaz, will you tell her?
You get them customers another meal, and you tie your hair back if you can't stop it falling out. Now, you're on your own, because I've got an errand to run.
Oh, great.
Like you ever run anywhere, ever?
Figure of speech.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, and while we're figuring stuff out, please tell me what is wrong with your sister.
You don't want to know.
She gets everything she wants, finally. The job, the bloke, the life, and nothing's quite good enough for her, is it?
How did you work that one out?
Because Nikhil only has to look at her and she's biting his head off. Talk about atmosphere. I've had to shove my head in the fridge to warm up.
Well, maybe she's got a few issues.
Like he's not got enough of his own.
Yeah, well, it's a bit more complicated than that.
Right. So complicated that she's letting herself go. Huh. Well, come on, a few more pounds on that waistline. She's going to be toast.
Oh, don't tell her that.
Well, I will if you won't. But of course, I will end up looking like the bitch then, won't I?
Yeah, well, there's going to be more than just a few pounds going on in the next 6 months, trust me.
So it's not just extra weight she's carrying?
You keep that to yourself.
No way has Nikhil got knocked up.
But he hasn't got a clue, so you breathe a word of it before she does, and I will have your kidneys in the state pies. Priya! Customer!